What if I told you there's a piece of internet technology from the early 2000s that's one of the most powerful tools you can still use to grow an audience, automate marketing, or even connect personal content to platforms all over the web? It's called RSS, and it's one of the most underrated tools out there that can be used to kickstart online businesses. I'm Josh, software exec, former startup founder and consultant, and on this channel, we crack open the secrets of the software industry. So today, we're breaking down what RSS actually is, how it works, and how some of the most successful companies and people use it without writing a single line of code or having any technical background at all. Because here's the thing, RSS isn't dead, it's just invisible, and it's powering almost everything. And once you understand what it does, you'll start seeing it everywhere in your podcasts, newsletters, YouTube upload, even the content you scroll through every morning. So what actually is RSS? Let's start simple. RSS stands for Real Simple Syndication, RSS. Basically, it's a way for one website to say, here's what's new, and for other websites or apps to automatically grab that update. Think of it like a digital newspaper delivery route. So instead of having someone visit your site to see if there's new content, RSS just goes out there quietly and delivers the latest posts and videos and products straight to wherever your audience is. So if you've ever subscribed to a podcast, you've used RSS without even realizing it. Every time the podcast host uploads a new episode, it shows up in your app automatically. That is RSS at work. Same idea for blogs and news outlets, even YouTube, right? Every new video that goes onto a channel, there's an RSS feed quietly telling the entire internet that it's live. So why is it that you should care about this very old internet standard? And the answer to that is simple. It's because RSS is now the backbone of how content syndication works around the web. And for anyone who runs a business, whether it's a solo newsletter or an online store, a coaching service, a podcast, it does a few very powerful things. Firstly, it automates distribution, right? You post once, RSS picks it up and automatically sends it out to your email subscribers, your social media schedule, your podcast platforms, even other websites that can feature your update. Second, it builds consistency, right? So RSS keeps your audience updated automatically. No forgetting to share to post manually across 5 different platforms. You just hit it once and it goes everywhere. And then finally, it increases your visibility. Other platforms or aggregators can discover your updates through your RSS feed. And that means your content gets picked up, in the news radar, in search engines, or even in apps that can recommend similar material. And the best part about it is it's completely open for everyone to use, right? So unlike YouTube, there's no algorithm deciding who sees your content. There's no boosting your post to get visibility. RSS is just direct from you to them. You publish it and your subscribers get the update. So let's take a little peek under the hood, just enough so we can understand the technology that runs it. So when you publish something, right, like a blog post, what your website does is it creates a simple file, just kind of like a list. And that list says here's the title, the link, the date, and the summary of each of these posts. That file is your RSS feed, and it updates anytime you add something new to the feed or anytime you publish a new article. So any person or any app can subscribe to that file. And then when there's a new change to it, when there's a new post, a new update, anyone subscribed sees the new changes instantly. And that's it. That's all there is. It's just a structured form of information. It's like a clipboard, like a public clipboard that your content gets copied over to every time you hit publish. No one needs a password or social media accounts or anything like that. No ads. Actually, one of the few cornerstones of the internet that's still truly open and user controlled. So let's take a look at some practical examples. Here's 5 simple ways that small businesses or creators or entrepreneurs use RSS right now. First is to automate marketing. You can connect your RSS feed to tools like MailChimp or ConvertKit or Zapier. And what those do then is, for example, every time you publish a new blog post, it automatically sends an email to all your subscribers, or it posts to LinkedIn or to X for you, completely hands off. 2, growing a podcast. So every podcast hosting service runs on RSS. You upload once, and it pushes your show to Spotify, Apple, Google, and dozens of other places automatically. No extra effort. You don't need to go to each of those places, right? If you've ever wondered how your favorite show appears everywhere, that's them letting RSS do the work. Third is syndicating your content. So let's say you write a weekly blog post, right? Another site could feature your articles automatically, by just subscribing to your RSS feeds. And that means, your reach expands without ever having to actually lift a finger. 4, from a different angle, is tracking an industry. So RSS isn't just for publishing, it's also that you can listen too, right? You can follow other people's blogs or government announcements or product updates, and you can follow it all in one place by subscribing to different feeds. Instead of having to check 10 different websites a day, you just open up your RSS app and everything is automatically coming to you right there. Finally, the 5th one, kind of in the same vein, is creating a dashboard. So tools like Feedly let you follow multiple sources, blogs, podcasts, YouTube channels, all in one list. So it's not just text or it's not just video. You can have that all, aggregated into a single dashboard, which is great for like a founder or a marketer who wants to stay ahead without having to live on all these different social media platforms. All right, so now we know how powerful RSS can be and what it can do. But how can you implement it? Especially going back to what I said in the beginning, how can you implement it with no code at all? How is that done? So if you already have a website, you could probably go to, yoursite.com/feed or /RSS, and you might actually already have one without knowing. See, a lot of templated websites, especially blog sites, they include that feature automatically. And if not, most website builders like WordPress or Squarespace have the ability to just turn on RSS feeds with the click of a button. And if you don't already have it built in and you want to publish using RSS, you can very easily start for free because there's tools like Substack or ConvertKit that are used to generate RSS feeds automatically. You just upload your content once, and they're instantly part of that open web ecosystem. On the flip side, maybe you want to read feeds, in which case you can use an app like Feedly or Reader. Just copy the RSS link from any site you like, paste it in, and that's it. You're subscribed. Oftentimes, sites will even have this little icon that you can click on to get the RSS link and auto subscribe. You'll see every new post right when it's published without the algorithms or the ads or the distractions in place. Right? So in a world where every platform tries to trap your attention, RSS is kind of giving you back that control. It's a direct communication between the creator and the audience, where there's no filtering of your message. No one's deciding who gets to see it. And for a business, that means long-term reliability. It's that audience connection that doesn't disappear if a platform just changes its rules or shuts down. Think about it like this. If Instagram vanished tomorrow, most people would lose contact with their followers. It's a huge problem for YouTubers especially, and one of the big reasons why you get this advice saying build a mailing list. And RSS takes care of that. Right? If you've built your audience on an open standard like RSS and email, then you own that connection and it's yours forever. And that's the quiet power of RSS feeds. It's not flashy or new, but it's one of the most simplest and strongest foundations that you can build that business model on. So if you found that helpful, please like the video. And if you already have an RSS feed set up, or you know some cool tools that I didn't cover here, tell us all about it in the comments. And if you'd like to see more videos on the software and tech industry, follow the channel. There'll be more coming soon.